Hi guys, we're back to Blind Save podcast. So great to be back. We had some break and now we are back. So hi Pontus and Ake.
Hey man.
Hi guys.
Yeah. So today we're gonna discuss again three different episodes about the goalie game, and we have two, of course, our best experts of goalie coaching. Let's get to that. The first thing we're gonna watch is from SSL game. So there's this kind of frislag, how we call it in Sweden.
Frislag, yeah.
What happened here?
Oh yeah, okay.
This is funny. A bit funny, of course, but it's not.
But it's funny, but it's also not funny at all.
Yeah. Because my question is immediately, what the goalie should do in this episode. Like, because sometimes goalkeepers are standing, there's a wall in front of them. What actually is the main thing what the goalie should do? How? Because it's quite clear that he didn't see anything, or I don't know, he maybe react on this left player because he did something like that.
Can you replay again?
What is your opinion, guys?
Can you replay one more time? I want to look at the five field players.
So there's gonna be now the replay. You see, there's a pass going there, and he already moved to that place.
Yeah.
He made a split. That's nice.
Yeah, that's well done though to do a split. Kalle Bending, he's really flexible, and I guess it's a strength being able to do that at all. But first of all, I think the five field players, they didn't take away any pass options. So he had Kim Gonevik on one side and Pelle Tarenius on the other side. So he had two shooters, and I wouldn't so much put this on him because he went with in the direction that he thought the pass was going to go because it seemed likely, and then they had this completely other uncovered option. Yeah. And then you want to add the fact that Kim Gonevik didn't cleanly hit the ball, so he got the lob. And you both know, being goalies, if you're super ready for a hard shot and then there's a lob, you get all flustered and it just doesn't work. So I'm a bit annoyed that he had two clear passing options from the free hit.
Yeah, I have to agree, because what I was thinking that in the wall with the players, where the defenders on the side of the wall, shouldn't they be actively going against the shot as well? Because I thought they stuck still, and that because of that the two shooters were available.
Yes, somehow. So I'm not an expert with the field players at all, but they have to take away some options somehow, because now they had the only thing the team couldn't do was shoot from the free hit, and wouldn't be so bad if they shot there.
The ends of the wall both should go out to block the direction of the shooters.
Or possibly,
I would have done that.
Or possibly get the stick in the passing lane.
All right.
At least.
You gave a really great feedback what the players should do. But if this happens in the game, which you never can trust defenders and so on, what should the goalie do in that episode? Like because what Kalle did, he just tried to cover most what he could with his body and just waited, and he still missed the ball. But what is the best option in that moment? To cover, sit down, try to be in the place, or just be active by trying to find where the ball is. So if this happens like it was, what is your advice?
In my opinion, you can do also the risky move to even stand up, because the main thing is that we always see the ball. We need to see where the shot comes from. If we don't do that, then it happens. But that's one option. One thing that I would like to do, always stay close to the net. So if the ball is being played that I see it late, I have to move a minimal amount, kind of like a lazy/smart play. That I will stay close to the net, close to the post, fast, small movement, that I'm at least in front of the ball somehow. I might not make a save, but I have a possibility to make a save.
Okay.
Patience is my weapon for those situations. Maybe a little bit risky, sometimes standing up, but I need to see the ball. I just have to.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
I especially like the part you mentioned where you would stay closer to the net to get a shorter distance to cover. And also, if you stand up, and I wouldn't necessarily call it risky, because if you have two options, you will only ever be able to go for one, right?
Yep.
So if you would stand up, you would be able to make a very good assumption and then run with it. So that's good. And then also, I want to add the whole split that he does. And I'm not saying this for him specifically, but in general, the split is a really, really good emergency move. However, if that becomes the first move, as it does here, it takes away your second option because you have no strength to push with if you are stuck in a split. So he could have gotten tricked in the whole move and ended up in a split. I could never, because I'm not that flexible. So so if possible, only use those types of moves, and again, not specifically this goalie, when there is no other option left, because now that becomes the initial move, and that takes away his second move.
Exactly. That was the final movement to make the save. Was his first option. I agree on that. That's why it's close that you can move and stay in position.
But again, when the ball goes this way, like in a lob, when you're expecting a hard shot, then it's going to be difficult anyway. So
yeah, that's
looks
difficult.
Sometimes silly, but it's no, it's not. It's not.
No, it looks really silly. Yeah.
Yeah. One clear thing I want to also mention on that clip was that the three center players in the wall, they blocked the direct shot. That is the only reason why I would stand up, because the wall was so tight in the middle. Just to mention it, that young players that watch this, that they don't start to stand on a free hit if there's not a wall in front. So that's important to notice as well.
It's a good point. Okay. So guys, now we're going to move to another episode. It's going to be from the Czech Extra League. So enjoy this nice save. Boom. It's a cross pass and there's a save. One more time. So what do you think, guys?
Do you know who he looks like in this save?
Nope.
Victor Klintsten.
Yeah, maybe.
He reminds me of him. The way he follows up, like he makes the save on his right hand.
Victor is diving. That's another thing sometimes.
In some of them, but if look at what happens with his upper body and left arm after he makes the save. That looks like Victor.
Yeah. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
The little windmill kind of action.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I have. Wait, can we see it one more time, please?
Yeah, I would like to see it as well.
I just had a theory.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, my theory was inaccurate, so I'm glad I got to see it again. That's good.
What do you think?
Okay, please.
What were you thinking? I actually want to hear what your theory was.
Okay, so in my mind, if he was able to... So I didn't see that he prepared for a threat or a shot halfway through the pass. So I thought this was just a clean cross pass and he was just making one move. But when I saw it back, you saw that he moved from the post, got ready for a shot, and then that shot didn't happen, and then he made another move. So what I was going to say was that if it's a one clean pass like that and he had time to prepare the move that he did, then he would absolutely have had time to move all the way on his knees and not have to do this. But because he had to prepare for a shot halfway through, he actually got interrupted and lost a lot of time. And then actually, because of that, what happened in the middle of the pass, I'm only impressed, nothing else. It was really well done.
Smart.
That was a great save, I have to admit. What surprised me, that I saw the goalie put his hand down to come out with a hand push. So I was assuming that he will do a switch there, that the legs change sides and he's ready to kick towards the post. But he didn't. He left the outside leg basically as a leading leg. That caused the big save that looks insanely awesome and makes all the fans go crazy.
Oh, so he didn't. You mean he didn't do the pumpo?
He didn't do the pumpo.
What is that?
That's basically pumpu. It's basically a push movement with double hands, and you come on a post, a high left. Yeah, the crazy looking save. But I was assuming that he would do a leg switch, the position switch, that he will push with the leg to the post, that he would stay up. I was really sure when I saw the hand go down, but I think in the middle that there was the interruption of the pass, that he took the normal stance there.
And can we also give? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, just say.
I was gonna say, can we also give credit to the fact that he didn't collapse on his chest after the save? He actually kind of stuck. He stayed sitting up. Most goalies, and definitely me, would have done that and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not caught myself, but I slammed on the ground. So well done.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, very, very impressive, I have to say.
Yes.
But a really interesting technical. I was so sure when the hand went down that he's going to push his body and then do the switch and then continue with the leg push. But very interesting. I like those sets, especially when they are successful.
Yeah.
I have to go and find this one on Instagram now.
And actually, I think that it was successful also because he was standing on the line, not going out from the goal or anything. So if he was all out, like even 1 meter out from the goal, he would never took that shot. So it's a reading of the game, and I also like it a lot. So that's true. All right, Pontus, we can move forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you gonna show us something?
No, I was going to say shout out to Karel Hodik. That was the goalie, only 17 years old.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge goalie for 17 years old.
Yeah, like a normal Czech guy.
But hey, what about our new blind save goalie academy goalie from Sweden? How old was he? He's a monster.
He's a monster, yeah. But that's the future. I mean, just look at the ice hockey goalkeepers, how they were like, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. And Artur Zirbe, my favorite goalkeeper, oh my God, he's so small guy compared to the goalkeepers who we see now in NHL. So it's impossible. So I think that's the future. It's kind of professional trend that the goalkeepers are getting bigger and bigger because it makes sense why you are bigger. It's easier and so on. So it's just I think it's a good trend for the sports that the goalkeepers are really big guys, and it just shows it's smart, kind of smart, really.
You mean the original Artur Zirbe, not the one who comes to the goalie camps?
Original, of course, original, of course, guys.
I have to say though, the small Artur Zirbe is one of my favorites too.
But he's not.
I don't know. No, he's not. His name is not Artur, is it?
No, Linnartz Irbe.
Oh yeah, but Irbe.
Irbe, yes.
Yeah.
Small guy. All right. Let's move on. This is gonna be a bit funny because it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something from my own experience. So,
hey,
do you recognize this?
Mullsjö, Nyhemshallen.
Yes, but the thing is that I just want to make discussion before I show it. Like,
or you want to make an excuse before, or
yes. No, listen. When I just thought that I want to share something from my experience, and there's always like, what should you do when you get 2 against like here? Okay, it's a air volleyball, but anyway, you get like 2 players against goalie. What is the thing you should do?
So 2 versus 1 fast break, and
exactly.
the defender is
should you
a
get
bit
out?
behind.
What should you do? Explain.
In this situation, when the player doesn't have control of the ball,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go out unless the ball was so far ahead of the player that I could get to it before him. I wouldn't go out and fight him for this one because he's not in control. I would try to play the odds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would let the play develop and prepare for what I would think would be most likely. And obviously, we're watching it in slow motion now, so it's much easier to say here. But it looks like it's going to be a backhand tap to the other guy. And if that's what I was looking at from the net, I would prepare my legs the other way. I would switch them and have the legs sticking out away from the goal area to be able to push over.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But this is in hindsight, so it's easier to say now.
What I think Andis is actually doing in this situation, that he has his hand down, so he's ready to move with a hand push,
which is also super.
Very traditional in Finland, at least. Very traditional. And I have to agree, I would stay close to the net, being ready for all possibilities, but I also would be ready to hand push in this situation.
Boom.
Because I'm so slow that I never would rush out.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually shot it directly on goal.
You see, I was ready here with this hand.
Yeah.
But he actually shot on you. He didn't try to go for the pass.
No. Yeah, exactly. And that's where I was a bit lucky, because I was also, the reason why I was playing so low at the line is just I was ready to make a move.
It seems very likely that he would try to get it there, but then I guess the defender
is
semi there.
Boom.
Oh, that was a smart play by him.
Yeah, it was, and I was lucky.
Okay, so what we can also credit on this for here is that you prepared the move, but you didn't give up positioning in order to prepare. You moved your knee like slightly from the post to be able to move quickly, but you didn't like do this, like you didn't start to move all the way. So you actually prepared for something else, but maintained your preparation for the player with the balls.
Because
that's something I think we can take away.
Yeah, but it's I think that it's always tricky when there is like 2 versus 1. It's always tricky that you have to be playing. You have to play very low to be able to get to the other post to if the pass is going to the other player. So that I think that's the key, because many, especially young goalkeepers, when they see the ball with the player, they just go out, and then it's easy also for the players, because then if the goalie comes out and other guy is free, I give a pass. Just think as a player. But if the goalie is sitting in the line, I have to think as a player, because I'm playing now in the low leagues. but really, you as a goalie need to make players make decisions difficult, and that's what you do. If you show that I don't care, I can still wait, because if I go out, I firstly show what I'm gonna do, and then it's easy for a player to make a decision to give a pass. But if you are not doing that, you make players to make this decision first, and that's easier.
Yeah.
Something like
and
that.
If you had, like you said, if you had showed your hand, like I'm gonna prepare for the move way beforehand, then he would probably have seen it, and that backhand would have gone in.
Yeah. So
like very well done, Andis. That was an impressive save.
Yeah, but like you told, this was the old technique of movement. It was 4 years ago already, I guess, and
I use it still.
Yeah, but like I didn't use that much the type of movement what goalkeepers are doing now. Like Pontus, you mentioned that you already prepare the knees to make a push to other side if the pass comes. In that time, goalkeepers didn't do that so much, and I was not a fan of that. But now I see that many goalkeepers do that, and it's kind of I would not say it's a new trend, but it's really much more popular than it was before. So so this is definitely what maybe today I also would do different, but in that time, I was lucky to take that shot.
Yeah, it was a great save with it, and that it was also 1 minute left in the third, right? So makes it more special.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was my first
And
game in SSL.
and then also all three of us are kind of big, so that makes us three move differently. Like you can stay safely at the line because you cover enough from there. Both of my goalkeepers in SSL women's are below 165. So then that doesn't become an option in the same way.
Agree.
That is true.
And imagine the monster goalkeepers, what they could do in this situation. It's much easier for them, of course. Yep.
Just do this. Just
Yeah. Lift the body up a little bit.
That's it.
Eero Kosonen, for example.
Exactly.
For example, yeah.
I was also thinking about Eero Kosonen in that moment. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for your feedback and for this podcast. We'll get back soon again, and stay safe and negative, of course.
Yeah, you too. Great seeing you guys.
Yeah, bye.
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.